and Trinity Benson. So we added those two back, and obviously getting for Seattle, man, on the road. This is a tough environment, tough place to win, and well-coached team. They've won out there a long time. So we don't care about the record. We just know we got our hands full, and we got to go out there and play well to win.
Tim, go ahead.
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, Bobby Wagner's been doing it at a high level for a long, long time. But when you add Brooks into the mix too, I think he's got like 155 tackles. Just the pressure that duo from the linebacker position puts on a play caller and an offense.
Yeah, well, you're right. Wagner has done it for a long time. He's a quality player and has been in this league. And man, he's smart. He's durable. He's reliable. He's aware. He's instinctive, and he's been in that system a long time. So he's really their bell cow defensively. We got to make sure we get a hat on him at all times, because he'll make every tackle if you're not careful. So. And then with the addition of Brooks, I remember Brooks coming out a few years ago, man. What a talented player that he is. And he's very active, but man, he's versatile too. They do a lot of stuff where he's on the line of scrimmage. He can rush, he can drop, he can play in the stack. So he brings a lot of versatility, and he's a damn good athlete too. So that combination, that duo is it's pretty good. Some of the better one in the league.
Thanks, Dan.
Yep.
Dave.
Morning, Dan, or good afternoon, I guess now. Yeah. Two things for you. First, John Madden obviously passed away yesterday. Just wondering if you have any favorite memories of him from your, playing or coaching career, any interactions with him that stories to share.
No, I mean, I was really the first time I was able to meet him. He came out and did. He was kind of on what he used to do, the training camp circuit, and when I was at Dallas, and I met him. He was over talking to Coach Parcells, and that was the first time I got to meet him. Of course, I was a huge fan of John Madden, and so that was pretty good. That was pretty surreal, but obviously a ton of respect, and thoughts and prayers for his family. But he's just one of those guys, man. He's an icon in our profession, and to do it the way he did it. I mean, you win a Super Bowl, you're a successful coach, and then you go on to really, I mean, he's the name everybody remembers when you come into broadcasting. He's one of those elite, announcers, if you will. So he's just, man, he's embedded into the NFL, if you will, and Monday night in particular.
Yeah. How meaningful was it for players to, for him to broadcast their game, or even be in his video game, or get a turkey leg from him? I don't know if that was something in the locker room that players really look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I think that's one of those where he stood the test of time because of what you said. I mean, hell, he was all over the video games. He made them, and so it didn't matter. And I think there's a ton of guys that and shoot young players. That's how they know him, by the video game, not the announcer himself. But yeah, man, he's a legend, is what he is.
The other thing I had for you was just on DeAndre Swift. I don't know if you guys are still, if he's still in the mix to come back here or not. But for a guy like that, who's pretty well known what he is how much value is there, playing these last two games versus any sort of injury risk or whatever that decision might be, weighing, I guess.
Yeah, I think that now we look at it as, it's an opportunity for him to grow. I think the thought is we'll shut him down after Green Bay. Is probably what we'll do with him. So, no, he's still got room to grow, and we're not going to put him out there until he's healthy. And so we feel like he's going to be ready to go this week, and he's been wanting to go. And so I think we feel like we're at a place where, let's go and cut him loose, and let's let him continue to grow and get better. That way we go into next year, he's that much better for it.
Thank you, Dan.
Yep.
Jeremy.
Hey, Dan. I wanted to ask you about Vaitai. There's a report out there that that you converted some of his salary into a signing bonus. Just kind of curious what he's meant to that offensive line room this year, and do you view him as kind of a key piece going forward?
Yeah, Vaitai, we feel like he's played pretty good ball this season, and we were hopeful just letting him settle in at right guard would be a good move for him and for us, and it has. It's paid off. We feel like he's He's really settled in there and been steady. He's one of our best pullers in the run game, and man, he can hold the pocket. You know what I mean? He doesn't allow penetration into the quarterback's face. He's big, he's strong, and so he's really what you're looking for at guard. I mean, I feel like we got a couple of good guards, between he and Jonah. So he's meant a lot, really. I mean, he's one of the biggest reasons we've been running it as successfully as we have.
And then I had also a question about, traveling to the West Coast. The Lions haven't won in Seattle since 1999. They haven't won a West Coast trip in 10 years. As a former player, as a coach, what is it about those West Coast trips that make it so tough? Or is that something that maybe is a little bit overplayed?
You're just saying West Coast in general. Why do you got to bring up bad information? That's Debbie Downer over there. Yeah, look, I think it's all in the eye of the beholder. I think that I'm not worried about the time zones and the change and all that. I know this as it pertains to Seattle. That's a tough place to play. It has been for years. It's a tough environment. You can't hear yourself think. And they've been a relentless group offensively and defensively. And so I think that more than anything is kind of what makes it tough. But I'm not worried about the time zone and all that stuff. You go out there and you play. It doesn't matter. They've got turf and we're practicing on turf, and we'll go outside and get in the elements and all that today. So we'll be ready.
Appreciate it, Dan.
Yep.
All right, last one for Justin.
Also on the downer front, I guess, your tight end room has taken quite a few hits here the last few weeks, and you basically just had to restock the cupboards yesterday. So given the complexities of that position, what challenges do you face in scheming, game planning, doing what you normally do, because your tight ends are so involved in the offense, particularly the run game?
Yeah, I mean, look, we brought in a couple of guys. We signed, Jared Pinkney back. We got him off of the Rams practice squad, and then Ross Travis, we signed to the practice squad. So we're going to look at those guys. We got Nick Eubanks on the practice squad. So, our plan is to try to bring one or two of those guys with us and get them in the flow and use them as best we can. And, it's really a matter of how much they can handle and where I think our confidence is in them with the game plan, and certainly having Nelson back, that helps. He can do a little bit of stuff here. And then on top of that, we like our receivers. And so, we'll have enough packages to where we feel like, we're going to make the most of it. And we'll find a way to move the ball. There again, we get Swift back, so that helps. We just may have to go a different direction than we have been. But you maximize what you have.
Maybe have Nelson run a few more routes in practice this week.
Well, you never know. I mean, you never know. He's got to be ready to do that. I know that after what happened last week. I mean, had he been up, he would have been running routes for us. So
I think we're a step away from you taking a few reps in practice, Dan.
No, that's a negative. That would not be good. There'd be a kneecap over there on the ground of my own that just fell off, and an ankle.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Okay. See y'all.